G'day guys, Rob Herbert here from R&M Blades. Been out for a bit of a hunt this afternoon and we just shot a stag. So I was literally just about to part ways with my mate that's hunting with me and hunt two different directions. And he turned around and said, "There's a stag," and graciously gave me the shot, which is fantastic. We've just been tracking him through this thick as tea tree and Bergen, and I can literally see him down there, toes up. So it's always a good feeling when you know that you've got the animal down, and we'll go down and have a bit of a look at him. All right, see you soon. There he is down there. You can just see his feet sitting out, and his legs. Oops. We'll go down there and see what's going on. G'day guys, Rob Herbert here from R&M Blades. So just before I do scoot down there and have a bit of a look at him, now that we know that that animal is down, an important thing, especially for new hunters, is to think about safety. So unload your firearm, make sure that you have no rounds in the chamber at all. Rounds on the magazine, no problems at all, but just make sure your chamber is completely clear, because people get a little bit excited, particularly around shooting stags, and that's how accidents happen. So we want to make sure that we're nice and safe. All right, people, just a bit of a tip. See you soon. See ya.
Morning guys, Rob Herbert here from R&M Blades. So we're up this weekend up the bush chasing meat. We've been able to be quite successful yesterday, and we bagged 3 animals, which is absolutely fantastic. We have large families to feed, and we have people who can't actually get out and hunt and love a bit of venison. So we're filling the freezers because the flies are around, all those sort of bits and pieces, and we're starting to roll into fishing season, which is another fantastic pastime that we enjoy. So what I wanted to give you a bit of a look at this morning is a lot of people, when they shoot an animal, they don't know how to store it. What do I do with it? I don't have a cool room. My friends don't have a cool room, and all of this meat, I don't know how to deal with it. So a simple way of dealing with it is called wet aging. So the process of wet aging is literally preparing your meat, cleaning it all up into nice clean cuts, then putting it into a vac sealed bag and putting it into your fridge at home, where it can sit there in that, and it's going to be right for 2 weeks easily in there till you're ready to deal with it. So the vac sealer that I have is from My Slice of Life. You don't have to use that brand, you can use others, but I do like this one because it does do me a double seal at the top of the bags, and the vacuum on it is absolutely fantastic. So what you see on the table here before you is a back strap out of the stag that we shot yesterday, and back strap out of a hind that we also shot. So you can see there's literally a fair bit of difference in the size of them, and both of them look a bit different because this one I've actually trimmed up. So I've taken this layer off, which is sitting here. It's a very sinewy, thick layer, and I've cut off anything that I don't want to seal into that bag. So once you put it in your bag, it protects it from other elements on the outside. So if you didn't have it in a bag and you put it in your esky with ice, and the ice starts to melt, then you get some bleed out of the water into the meat, and when you pick your meat up at home and it might have been sitting in that ice water, it introduces bacteria. It's no good. The process of putting it in here keeps it oxygen free, and it means that once you've got it in the fridge, you can leave it there and not have to stress about it until you're A, ready to use it, or B, you're wanting to extend the life of your wet aging. So as long as your fridge at home is reliable and it keeps it in a nice, the fridge runs at a really nice cool temperature, this will be fantastic. So you'll find that what's called purging, you'll find that the meat itself, even when you go to the butcher and buy it, you'll see that there'll be a fluid around the meat, and it is actually bleeding out, so to speak, into that packet. It doesn't mean that it's going off, and when you cut the seal open, it may have a smell to it which is not off, but it may be a bit of a different smell, which is just all of that air being released. Get your meat out, pat it dry, and eat it straight away if you want to. Or what I prefer to do is after a week, I'll get my kit all sorted out, so I'm ready to bag it. I pull my vacuum sealed bag from the bush out, cut it, empty the purge, clean the meat very quickly, put it into a new packet and put it back in the fridge. And at the end of that time, you find that your meat has hardly any purge in the bag and it's ready to go. So that's a way that anyone can deal with meat that hasn't got a cool room, that wants to look after their product and get it onto the table in the most freshest and tastiest way that you can. Anyway, people, happy hunting. Hope these tips help someone, and I'll talk to you soon.